What's up, everybody? Jed Johnson here from DieselCrew.com. Threw some chicken on the grill. Figured, why not another episode of Cooking with Napalm? Before I get too far into this and forget, I want to say thank you to Capos. They sent me a sample of Capos Rapid Growth Beard Oil, and I just got it today, and I'm going to use it and see how it goes. So here's the before, and in a few weeks I'll do an after, I guess. I don't really know how long this will last. Alright, so let's go ahead with the questions, and hopefully the ink won't run on the sheet. We're going to just go down in order. I grabbed a few questions that I haven't answered yet, and we'll see what we got. Alright, GunNuts82 actually sent in 2 questions. How do you feel about the Bruce Lee grip machine to help train to close these big COC grippers? I don't know about using machines for grippers, man. I never did a lot of machine training with grippers. I did do, I guess, like a secret weapon style gripper. If you don't know what that is, you'll have to Google it. But as far as grippers where the handles move in line, I never did a lot of training on those at all. They work the hands real well, and they work, you know, your ability to crush really well. Whether that will carry over to gripper training, I don't know, man. You'd have to try it out. Seems like there would be some carryover. I just don't know if it would make sense to go and change all of your crushing style training to machine work if you want to close big grippers. He also asked, this is a video where I recently talked about the gains that I've seen so far in August this month for August of Arms. I've put on a 1/4 inch on my flex bicep. And he says, are you doing biceps one day, triceps the next? Now here's the thing, guys. I worked really hard on this program. I put in 6 weeks of work on it. I was really focused on this program, and I put a lot of effort into it. I just don't feel comfortable putting out a lot of details about the program when A, I put all of that work into it, and B, like 100 people have already bought that program. So I don't think it's right for me to just put the details, the key details out about the program public when so many people have already invested in it. So that's a question that I'm not going to talk about today, or I'm not going to answer in any detail. I will say that I fluctuate back and forth, and that there is much more focus than just high volume. I focus on strength as well. So you can rest assured that the 27 bucks that you spent on this program will be well worth it. Good Mango asks, and this is in regards to the Cone Philippi training videos that I've been putting up. I forgot to actually cover this question the last time. He says, you're going pretty deep on those RDLs, how come? And mainly it's just because I switched it up. I went 3 weeks where I was doing just regular Romanian deadlifts, which are partial range of motion, and then I did 2 weeks where I touched the weights on the floor. That's the main thing. Now since then I've gone back to the Romanian deadlifts, partial range of motion. That's the only reason. CIIR says, I was wondering, what do you think about carrying around a heavy textbook in the pinch grip form? I have these heavy textbooks in my backpack, and there's quite a walk between classes on campus. I figured, why not carry them in a pinch grip? Would it help to do that? That's a good question. I had a friend named Sean Wittig that did that, and he said that he was able to actually build up quite a bit of muscle in between his thumb and fingers by carrying around his heavy books between class. When I was in college, he was one of the other pitchers that were on the baseball team. I don't know how much that helped him with his pitching. I really don't know. He was already a pretty good pitcher, I believe. Now, how much will carrying around textbooks in a pinch grip actually help your all-out upper-level strength in pinching? I would say it's probably minimal. You're gonna improve your endurance with your thumb for lighter weights, but as far as having that carry over to bigger lifts, man, I don't really see it happening. I think it's a better idea to focus on lifting heavier weights in your specific positions that you need for the feats that you want to perform, whether it's blob, two-hand pinch, one-hand pinch, plate pinching. Work on those positions and work with weights that are close to what you want to do. And then Old Rusty stuff. He says, I always dig the cooking with napalm videos. Thanks, brother. What are your current grip goals right now? You could always make cooking with napalm a weekly video since it seems like you're getting enough questions. I try to, man. I just run out of time sometime and don't get to it. But right now, I'm finishing up training for the MM4. I'm going to try that again here pretty soon. That's a gripper. So I'm going to go for that here in a few days, hopefully. The Mash Monster 4 gripper. Aside from that, been mainly training for just all-around thick bar and pinching strength. So I've been doing a lot of block weight work, lots of different thick bar work, inch dumbbell, FBBC crusher, things along those lines. Thanks for asking. And then Lithilic says, there's so many different grip movements to train, I end up hitting it most days. I try to stagger training so the previous exercises won't make me tired for the next few I want to train, but even doing that, I know that grip training every day beats me up too much, so in my experience, I probably hit it 5 days a week in some form. That's cool. The main thing with your grip training, man, whatever you end up doing, is you want to make sure that you are seeing progress towards the goals that you want to attain, whether it's bigger forearms, whether it's bigger lifts in specific events, whether it's a specific feat of strength. You just want to make sure that no matter what you're doing, you're seeing progress. If you're training 5 days a week in grip and you're doing a lot of different disciplines, a lot of different tests of grip strength, then you're really probably, your best bet is just general grip strength increases across the board. You probably won't see like huge increases in any one discipline because that really requires a bit more specific work. Alright guys, it's pouring, I'm soaked, and if this shirt gets any wetter and I flex a little harder, the sleeves might pop, and I personally like this shirt. Plus it's time to flip my chicken over, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to say goodbye. I wish you the best in your training. Make sure to subscribe, and don't be afraid to leave any questions you might have in the comment section of this video or any other video that I have up on YouTube, and I'll eventually get to your question. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care.